Hey, party people, it's time for some Dragonball Xenoverse 2 on the PS4. Oh my god, there's so many fucking people here. This is an online game. It's the online Dragon Ball Z game. It's pretty good. It was quite enjoyable. I didn't play it that much. I didn't invest as much time into it as maybe I would have if I were a younger man with more free time in my hands, but I did play it for about a week or two. Oh, I love the emotes in this game. I love them. I wasn't recording this to do a Blue Glow or a Let's Play on it or anything, but I was recording it just to have the footage, and I did actually do a sort of review for it on a Patreon exclusive video just for my patrons a while back. But I was looking through my computer and I realized I still have the footage, just all the raw footage of me flying around and having fun, so putting it in Sony Vegas and doing some commentary over it, because I'm just trying to make as many Let's Plays, like, in the bank as possible. I'm trying to stack up and hoard a bunch of Blue Glow content so that I can eventually make the channel have a real schedule, a real upload schedule of, like, twice a week, or, you know, my ultimate dream for the channel would be, like, one video a day, but I would have to have, like, 365 videos saved up. I have a lot of videos saved up for it, but not quite that many. I'm thinking that if I do it, if I put it to if I set my goal for a twice a week schedule, then it's feasible that I could have enough in the bank to do that. So I'm taking this old footage off my computer, talking over it. This is a fun game. It's pretty damn good for what it is. Look at me. I mean, this is the funnest part of the game. Like, you think of Dragon Ball and you think of fighting, and the fighting in this game is not as good as previous Dragon Ball games. I mean, I've gone on this rant before numerous times. Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 2 is like one of my favorite games of all time. I think that game perfected how to do a fighting game in the Dragon Ball Z style, and nothing since then has ever matched it. So I think the actual combat in this game is not quite as good, or quite as complex, or fucking not bad as the combat in this game is a little bit shallower, it feels like, a little bit clunkier, a little bit more random, don't know what the fuck you're doing. But that's not really the main draw of this one. The main draw of this one is that it's an MMO, and it's more about the RPG stats that you get with your costume and leveling your guy up and your items, and you're just wearing cool clothes and making your guy. I made a cute little Saiyan girl. That's all I've really ever wanted to be in my life. I've just always wanted to be a hot Saiyan female. And the fact that I'm not those things, I mean, I'm two of those things at most. But I don't know, I'm not going to say which two. But if only I could be all three. That's been my dream since I was a child. And that's the fun part of this game. That's the main draw, I think, is just making your guy and exploring and hanging out with the other players and putting on cool clothes. I love dressing up. Dressing up is like my favorite part of any game, honestly. If they made a Barbie game for boys, that would be, I mean, that's what this is. That's basically what this game is. It's Barbie supermodel for boys. You just make your hot Saiyan babe and then you dress her up and it's fun. Look at my outfit. I love my color scheme. That's that pink and yellow. That's my aesthetic, baby. And talking to this fucking piece of shit. But this game gets me thinking, because since the combat is not really the main draw of this game, the combat is honestly kind of an afterthought. It's more fun. The only time that I do combat is really like doing stuff like this. Like, you go find Krillin or Vegeta or Frieza or some character in the show, and they train you, and you can learn their moves, and you can hoard their moves and collect them so that you have this great library of moves to choose from in combat. Even though the combat itself isn't that fucking polished or in-depth, it's still fun to collect the moves and just have them for your guy. Oh man, the emotes are like also the best part of this game. Sometimes I would just stand around and do emotes. Good times. Getting kind of sick of watching me do emotes now. I wish I would do something else. Remember, I recorded this a while ago, so I'm not playing live. I'm watching myself play as you are watching myself play, so I don't know what the hell I'm going to do next any more than you do. So if I do something frustrating, or if I suck at the game, or if I fucking run around in circles and twiddle my dick for too long, and it annoys you, rest assured that it annoys me as well. But, am I gonna do something? Am I gonna, like, play the game? Am I gonna fly around? No, I'm just gonna walk up to random players and do emotes at them and scream at them and go, "Curses!" Here I go. Now I'm finally flying around. This is the most fun shit ever. I mean, if you showed this game to, like, say, like, 12-year-old me, I would have shat my fucking pants. Just being able to make my own Dragon Ball Z character and fly around this area. And now I'm at Frieza's ship. Every time I get talking about something I like, the fucking me in the past who's actually playing this goes into, like, a closed-off area, and I can't talk about the fun open-world part anymore. And now I'm in Frieza's ship, running around like an asshole, fucking talking to Dodoria and shit. That fat ass. Okay, well, let's see what the hell Frieza wants. What do you want, Frieza?
Yes.
You know, I know I'm in the minority on this one, but I like Frieza's old voice more than his new voice. When they redubbed the series, and they did Dragon Ball Z Kai, most of the same voice actors remain, but they recast Frieza to be more like how he sounds in Japanese. In Japanese, he sounds very posh and very sophisticated, which is kind of the point of the character. He's very posh and sophisticated, but also cruel and malevolent. I get that, and I get that that's the point of the character. What the fuck am I... Oh, I'm making a spirit bomb to kill Frieza with my emotes. Like, I get that's the point of the character, so I understand why they recast him. But just as a nostalgic thing, I cannot help but have this nostalgic fondness for the voice that he had when I was a kid, which was this really fucking weird... Like, you couldn't even tell he was a guy, really, because he kind of sounded like an old hag. He was like, "Hey, it's me, Frieza, and I'm strong." And I'm just fucking doing emotes at Frieza. Can you imagine walking into Frieza's ship and just, like, walking past the guards, giving Dodoria the finger, walking right up to Frieza, and just standing in front of him and doing threatening gestures at him, giving him the finger and, like, miming special beam cannons? Just standing there. Doing a fucking dance at him. I'm doing like a fucking conga line dance at Frieza. Frieza is petrified. Frieza's shaking in his fucking boots. He can't even move. He's paralyzed with fear. He sees my power. He's reading me on the scouter like, "Oh my god, his power is unreal." He's powerless to do anything. He can't stop me. I'm way more terrifying than Frieza. Fuck you, pal. You ain't shit. I just come right into Frieza's ship, and I'm like, "You ain't shit. I'm gonna do a fucking conga dance right at you. I'm fucking gonna come at you, and I'm gonna be doing this. And if you get hit, it's your own fault. What are you gonna do about it, Frieza? What are you gonna do about it, you little bitch? You coward. You ain't gonna do shit. Here I come. If you get hit, it's your own fault. Here I come." Oh my god. Oh, this is good times. Good times right here. What is that thing in the lower left corner? What does that say? Some weird thing that was on the screen for me recording it. I don't know what. I recorded this with the built-in PS4 recorder, so it probably gave me some kind of like, "Don't be recording this if you're gonna fucking sell it on the black market." You know that deep web black market Dragon Ball Z Let's Play sharing community. No one wants to get involved with that seedy underworld. Fucking, please, get out of Frieza's ship and go back to the fun part of the game. Please go and fly around so I can talk about how fun it is to fly around. Get out of space. I don't want to be in space anymore. I'm like backseat gaming myself right now. How weird is this? What an out-of-body experience to be watching my own Let's Play and hating it in real time. Hating my own gameplay from the past. Okay, now I'm finally flying around, and I just wish that I would, like, fly in a direction or aim the camera so that you could see the whole world, so that I could show you, like, look at this fun place to roam around in. See, you can kind of see it. It's fun. And this gets me thinking. I'm trying to get back to this fucking topic that I've been shoehorned off on a tangent 5 times now, but I mean, since the best part of this game is really just exploring the lobby and running around and training and shit, it really makes me wish that, like, they did a game that was just about finding the Dragon Balls and actually, like, an adventure game going around the world of Dragon Ball. That would be so much more fun than just a fighting game or just an online game. I mean, you could combine all that into, like, an actual adventure. The story doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to introduce, like, a new villain or anything, or some, you know, like, super powerful new mega OP OC for me to fight. You don't even have to come up with a, like, an end of the world type story. Just have the story be like, my guy wants a wish, and I'm looking for the Dragon Balls. Either the Earth Dragon Balls or the fucking Universe Dragon Balls that they introduced in Super, so you could span the whole universe. I mean, I just want to explore the Dragon Ball world, like how it was in the early days, like when it was just Dragon Ball, before Dragon Ball Z took it into more of an action series direction. Dragon Ball, the original series, I mean, at least the first volume anyways, it slowly got more fighting, but the first volume was like an adventure series. I mean, just give me like a fucking Dragon Ball game that is just this. Me flying around, going on like RPG adventures. Like, make The Witcher, but make it Dragon Ball. Make fucking, you know, Skyrim, but Dragon Ball. The Witcher, the first analogy was better. Nah, I don't know why I tried to add on a second analogy to it. That was worse than the first analogy. But yeah, a Witcher-style open world, looking for the Dragon Balls RPG quest. That would be like the best game ever. This game is almost that. This is almost there. But, it's not quite, but this game is like a step in the most fun possible direction. Man, I want that. Talking about it is making me want it all the more. Fucking flying around. Just fucking give me like a little in-game iPod like they do in Metal Gear. Like in a Kojima game. So I can listen to the iPod and listen to fucking like, be as brave as you could be, a childlike glow of fantasy. The world is a mystery for you and me. That's the fucking, it's the Dragon Ball theme. That's like my favorite song of all time, too. It's a great song. Dragon Ball is great. What am I putting on now? What cool clothes? What dress up am I doing now? I'm giving myself... I got a sword now, and I got some hot pink sweatpants. Yeah, these are like my training garments. This is like my training outfit, my windbreaker jacket, and my sweatpants. To get fit. To get ready for the big bout. I'm gonna go run on the beach or something. I love my girl. My girl is the hottest fucking, the cutest Saiyan that you've ever seen in history. I love this game. This game is a masterpiece. Dragon Ball Z is a masterpiece. All Dragon Ball everything is a masterpiece. Yeah, emotes. How long have I been talking? Is this long enough for a single episode, or should I go until the clip runs out? I don't even fucking know. But look at this. You see, you start out, you get these little glidey things that you can zoom around on, which are pretty fun. But once you get to a certain level, you do unlock flying. And then once you can fly, then you don't need the fucking glidey thing anymore. But I still use it sometimes. I still like to glide around. I still like to ride my little... I don't know how to get a Nimbus. Some characters you can see have Nimbus clouds. I don't have that. I just have this little floating, like, Capsule Corp technology little skateboard thing. Little hoverboard. Back to the Future 2. I would like a Nimbus cloud. Quite frankly. Actually, fuck the Nimbus cloud. I don't even need it anyway. I can fucking fly. What do I need a Nimbus cloud for? You know? You never see Goku use the Nimbus cloud anymore, because he's been able to fly for fucking 40 years. And here I am. Look at that big-ass fucking dragon just hanging out. Reminds me of fucking Jormungandr in the new God of War, how he was just hanging out the whole game. Look at the fucking environments, the areas. You see how it has this relatively small open world. It's just kind of a lobby area, but it is segmented into like different geographical locations that are reminiscent of the show. Just like expand them. Just make these segmented different parts of the world way fucking bigger and give me like a huge, like a Witcher size or a GTA size world map that's like the whole world. Like make the entire round world. Let me go from one corner of the world all the way around the world like in Final Fantasy VII. Make it like a gigantic planet that I can actually fly around and go to all these different locales and have them be big enough that it feels like I'm really traversing the actual entire Earth. And there can be NPCs with like unique quests and plot lines and fun stuff to do. I'm just creating this dream game, this Dragon Ball Z game in my head that is like this game but better in my head. And I'm falling in love with it. If you make that game, people in charge of making the Dragon Ball game, if you make that game, I'll give it a fucking 12 out of 10. And you know that my score means something. That's how you fucking sell 1 trillion copies. If old Enla G gives your game a 12 out of 10. What am I doing? Zarbon's initiation test. What does Zarbon want to teach me? What can I possibly learn from Zarbon? How to be a vain bitch and turn into a gross monster? No thanks. That's basically like every YouTuber. And I ain't about that life. I don't approve of that anyways. Get the hell out of here, Zarbon. I'm gonna beat you up and I'm gonna kick your ass and I'm gonna beat you up and I'm gonna send you to hell. I'm gonna fucking kill you and you ain't even cool. Fucking shit. Oh, I'm all out of tea. I've run out of tea in my cup. How am I going to continue speaking without my tea? Without my fucking tea! I need my tea! As you can see, the combat is a little bit clunky. It's fun. It's just not as... I don't know. I hate to be a negative Nancy. I hate to complain. It's perfectly acceptable. I just wish it was perfect and great and wonderful. Don't we all wish that everything was perfect and great and wonderful? Oh no. This is what my voice sounds like when I run out of tea. I need to get some more tea in my throat or else I'm going to turn into a croaky toad. You don't want to mess with the croaky toad. It's me, Croaky Toad. The fucking worst character you've ever seen. Nothing can stop Croaky Toad. Frieza's like hanging up on a mountain. He's hiding because I came into his fucking ship and scared him. I bullied him out of his ship and now he's like seeking peace on a mountaintop. Fuck you, Frieza. Who's that? Is that Captain Ginyu? Am I going to talk to Captain Ginyu? Am I going to learn how to turn into a frog? Oh my god, turn into a frog! Of course! I learned from Captain Ginyu how to change bodies, and then they threw the frog at me. That's how I became a Croaky Toad. That's how I became the fucking Croaky Toad. First I learned how to do the Captain Ginyu body switch, and then I ran out of tea, and now I'm a Croaky Toad. Fuck you. Oh boy. This is a long-ass fucking clip of me playing this game. I did not think that it would be like 25 minutes long. I mean, I should have looked. It's right there in front of me. Running out of shit to say, quite frankly. I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, look at it. You can see the game. It's obviously a masterpiece. I mean, I'm a Dragon Ball Z character. I'm flying around in Dragon Ball Z world. What more is there to say? This is fucking flawless, this is good times right here. Good times. I love stuff!